Recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neal, and Jeff. This is Triviality. The cream of the crop!
Welcome to Bloodsport.
Hey guys, welcome to Triviality, Bloodsport Season 2. This is Episode 1. My name is Matt. I'll be hosting today. Joining me, as you can see if you're watching on our video feed on YouTube, which you should be because we put a lot of effort into this. It's Ken, Neal, and Jeff. How you guys doing?
What's up?
Hey, how's it going, Matt?
Doing all right. Wearing my Bloodsport t-shirt. Last week we had our intro episode.
It's 1 week later.
1 week later.
You've changed clothes, but all the rest of us have worn the same clothes through the entire week.
For good luck.
I left this hanging in your closet so I could make sure I had the same one.
You took your shirt off and then left?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Just clearing that
It's
up.
hot out.
Yeah, it is.
It's hot
true.
enough.
It's still hot out. Even as hot as last week even.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Almost exactly, strangely enough.
Weird.
True.
So why don't I just throw it over to Ryan, and Ryan, why don't you explain today's game?
Well, everybody, for today's first episode, we are going to go back to the schoolyard, to the playground. We are going to play a little game of C.R.O.P, as in C-R-O.P, as in horse, H-O.R.S.E. We are going to take that basketball-style format. We're going to put it into some questions here. We have a bunch of questions, and our contestants are going to answer them. If they get it right, they get to stay safe and move on to the next contestant. But if they get it wrong, the contestant following them gets to take the chance to answer it correctly. If they do answer it correctly, the person before them is going to get a letter, in this case a C if it's their first miss. If you have spelled C.R.O.P entirely, you are out. First two contestants to spell C.R.O.P are going to go to the showdown. And we are going to keep going with misses until someone gets it right, and everybody who missed that question will be collecting a letter. We will not be restarting. With
brutal.
a new question.
Very brutal.
So, if everybody is ready, I'm going to take this basketball-themed thing and throw it over to the most basketball-crazy guy here.
Markkus?
That would be Matt.
Oh, me. All right. I will take that then. So, yeah, I'll be calling on you guys. We'll go down in order, then we'll hit back around. So, we're going to start. The first question of Season 2, Bloodsport, is going to go to Austin. How you doing, Austin?
Good. Famous for my in-depth basketball knowledge, so really glad we're starting off with this one.
Well, don't worry, it's not a basketball question.
We're just on the court,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
Oh yeah, no. This, for the record, this is very much general knowledge, all subjects. It's just the format.
We took over a basketball
I was
court.
gonna say unless the question is what famous athlete joined Bugs Bunny in Space Jam, I might be in trouble here.
Yeah, Bill
and the
Murray.
answer is Charles Barkley.
Oh, everyone has a different one. Wayne Knight, correct. All right, so we're going to go on to question 1. Austin, what man was overthrown in a 1955 coup d'etat, ousting him from the presidency of Argentina, only to take the title back in 1973?
I believe that's Perón.
That is correct. Good job, Austin.
Good start.
All right.
Thank you.
Next up is going to be Keyana. How you doing, Keyana? All right. Ready for this question? Hold on, we got a little audio.
Oh, yeah, we just didn't hear you on that one. Can you say something?
We'll see how it goes.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, cool. All right, question 2. What man, whose last name could easily be found in a kitchen or grocery store, combined cow's milk with grain and sugar as breast milk substitute and is widely credited as a pioneer in the invention of condensed milk?
I'm going to say Kellogg.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. So now we're going to go to Jodie.
The only kind of milk I can think of is carnation.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. So we're going to move on to Amy. How's it going, Amy?
Good. How are you?
Good. Do you need me to repeat the question?
No, I'm going to guess Borden.
Unfortunately, also incorrect. So
Gonna rack up some serious
It
letters
looks like-
here if anybody gets this.
So,
If we get all the way through and nobody gets it right, everybody gets to stay safe.
all right. Markkus, same question. How you doing, Markkus?
I was doing well until not right this very second.
Let's reread the question for the listeners.
For sure. What man, whose last name could easily be found in a kitchen or grocery store, combined cow's milk with grain and sugar as breast milk substitute and is widely credited as a pioneer in the invention of condensed milk?
I am going to guess a brand of milk, and hopefully that's correct. I'm going to say Dairy Gold.
Unfortunately, that is also incorrect. Next, we are moving on to Gary. How's it going, Gary?
Going good. I missed a little bit of the question, though, if you can go through it again. Sorry.
Absolutely. What man, whose last name could easily be found in a kitchen or grocery store, combined cow's milk with grain and sugar as a breast milk substitute and is widely credited as a pioneer in the invention of condensed milk?
Wow. No idea. I was going to go with a couple of the former answers. I'm sure Similac is wrong, but I'm going to say it.
Similac is wrong. But good effort there, Gary. Next we're moving on to Aaron. How's it going, Aaron?
I'm pretty bummed out right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of crying over spilled milk right here, unfortunately. Do you need the question repeated?
No, I still won't know it.
Okay.
How about Gerber?
Gerber
milk.
Gerber milk, unfortunately, is incorrect. Let's go to Kate. Kate, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm just going to go with a wild guess with a milk product, and I'm going to say Dannon.
Unfortunately, Dannon also incorrect.
Oh, no. So I believe it goes back to Austin, right?
It goes back to Austin. If Austin gets this correct, then everyone gets a C.
All right. Is it Campbell?
Campbell is incorrect. The answer is Henry Nestle.
Oh, Henri Nestle.
So you got everyone on that one right.
Not my intention, but I've made note that milk trivia is not to be asked for the rest of the series.
This is a very milk-heavy.
Let's keep dairy out of this, please. We're all lactose.
Let's move on to a new question.
No one is the cream of the crop on that one.
Yeah.
So everyone is safe then, correct, with the rules? Because no one got. Okay, good.
We'll be benevolent.
Okay.
All right.
For now.
So the next one is going to go to Jodie. Jodie, your question. What Oscar winner played the cyber terrorist villain Cypher in The Fate of the Furious?
Oh my God. I have not seen anything but the first of those movies. Oh God. Did you say Oscar winner?
I did.
There was an Oscar winner in a Fast and the Furious movie?
That is correct.
Clarify, not winning for the role, but an Oscar winner who also appeared.
I assumed as much. I have no idea. I can't even... Jason Statham, even though I know he's never won an Oscar, unfortunately.
Yes, unfortunately, that is incorrect. Next, we're going to Amy. Amy, do you need the question repeated?
Sure.
Sure. What Oscar winner played the cyber terrorist villain Cypher in The Fate of the Furious?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
No, unfortunately
he
not.
actually became a cyber terrorist for the role.
You need to drive the car fast. Dominic Toretto, I will find you.
So, unfortunately, that is incorrect. Moving on, Markkus, do you have an answer?
I think I do. I know she was in one of these movies. I'm hoping it's the right one because I haven't seen them. Once these movies turn into like people doing literal superhero stuff and it's not a superhero movie, I have a hard time with it. But I think it's Charlize Theron.
That is correct.
Ooh, got some letters on the board.
Nice job.
So we're getting a C to Jodie and Amy. Good job, Markkus.
Thank you.
All right. Next question is going to Gary. Gary, your question. What 1879 work includes the famous song, I am the very model of a modern major general?
Contains the song, you said?
Correct.
Oh, that sounds so vaguely familiar. One more time, please.
Sure. What 1879 work includes the famous song, I am the very model of a modern major general?
Yikes. Yeah, I don't know that I'll get this. Pirates of Penzance.
The correct answer is the Pirates of Penzance.
Hey.
Really?
Yeah.
Great job.
All right, I'm out of here.
It's the George Costanza.
Wow.
I'm done. The moves.
Great job, Gary. All right, Aaron, ready for your question?
Sure.
Introduced in October of 2012, what was Microsoft's hybrid tablet competitor to the iPad released 2 years earlier?
The Surface?
The Surface is correct. We'll get some right answers on the board.
Yeah, here we go. There's no milk
I love
questions.
how, because they used them during like NFL analysis on Fox and whatnot, and they had to keep telling the analysts to stop calling them iPads. It was pretty funny.
All right, Kate, you ready for your question?
Yeah.
What actor and comedian played Leo on That 70s Show?
Leo.
Not to be confused with Uncle Leo from
Uncle Leo.
Gosh, I watched that 70s show. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
All right, so no answer from Kate. Austin, do you have an answer?
That would be Tommy Chong.
Tommy Chong is correct.
Oh.
So Kate with a C.
Ugh.
Keyana, you ready for your question?
Yes, so.
All right. What prolific Broadway couple was a subject of an FX miniseries earlier this year?
Oh, God. I have absolutely no idea.
All right, no answer from you, Keyana?
No answer.
Okay. All right, so we'll move on to Jodie. Jodie, do you have an answer?
I think one of them is Fosse. I can't think of the other one. I don't know.
Okay. So then we're going to move on to Amy. Amy, do you need the question repeated?
No, that's okay. I'm not gonna get it. It's only when you say Broadway couple, all I think is Rodgers and Hammerstein.
So nothing there for you, Amy?
Nope.
All right, going to Markkus.
I stopped watching FX miniseries after The People versus O.J. Simpson, so I have no idea. I gotta pass. I don't know.
Okay, it's coming around to Gary. Gary, do you need me to repeat the question?
Yeah, please. It buzzed out on
Sure.
me there.
What prolific Broadway couple was the subject of an FX miniseries earlier this year?
Gilbert and Sullivan.
Unfortunately, that is not correct.
Worked for your last question.
Yeah, that would have really been a miracle.
All right, moving on to Aaron. Aaron, do you have an answer?
I really don't.
Oh,
I can only say pass. I've got nothing. I don't even have a joke answer.
Looks like Milk and Broadway is everyone's weakness.
Yeah. Which is not the duo we're looking for. Mind you.
All
Frank
right.
and Mary Dukes.
All right. And
Yeah, Bloodsport the musical, where it's just 2 hours of fighting and singing at the same time.
But the choreography is amazing.
It is. You're right.
all right, Kate, do you have an answer?
No.
All right. Coming back around to Austin.
Austin's opportunity for the knockout punch again.
Ugh. Is it Sonny and Cher?
No. Unfortunately, the answer we're looking for is Bob Fosse and Gwen Verdon.
Oh, of course.
Yes,
Yep,
Michelle
that's the other
Williams. Michelle Williams and Sam Rockwell are great. Show.
Yeah, so we are going to ignore that and move on to the next question. Jody, are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right. In what state did the Green River Killer murder upwards of nearly 50 people in the 80s and 90s?
Was that California?
That is incorrect. Moving on to Amy. Amy, do you have an answer?
Massachusetts.
Not Massachusetts. Markkus.
Here's another fun fact about me. I am obsessed with learning about serial killers. And home state represent, I guess?
Yes.
Washington State.
Washington is correct. As soon as I said it,
I'm
this
also really much into true crime.
yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not claiming Gary Ridgway. Sorry, I'm choking everybody.
Currently, we have Amy and Jodie with C's and R's, Kate with a lone C, and everyone else is safe for now.
All right, Gary, you ready for your question?
Sure.
What was the name of the nuclear power plant in Japan that had a level 7 major accident in 2011 after a tsunami?
Oh gosh. I know I can get close. Is it Fukuoka?
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to take that answer. Aaron, do you have an answer?
No, I really don't. Osaka.
Okay. Unfortunately, that's incorrect. We're going to move to Kate. Kate, do you have an answer?
Thanks for saying something sort of science adjacent. I'm going to say Fukushima.
The correct answer is Fukushima.
Nice.
All right. So next we are going to move back to Austin. Austin, you ready?
Yes.
What Hollywood family won Oscars for The Treasure of the Sierra Madre and Prizzi's Honor?
Ooh. Is it the Beatties?
Unfortunately, that's incorrect. Moving on to Keyana. Keyana, do you have an answer?
I'm just the Coppolas.
Not the Coppolas. Moving on to Jodie. Jodie, do you have an answer?
I'm just going to guess the Fondas.
Unfortunately, not the Fondas either. Next, we're going to be moving on to Amy. Amy, do you need me to repeat the question?
I don't, because I know I don't have a clue, so I will guess Houston.
The correct answer is Houston.
All right.
Get out.
Good job.
Good pull.
Yay, I didn't get a letter.
Yeah,
causing some
John
serious damage.
won for directing Treasure of the Sierra Madre. Walter won for acting in it, and Angelica won for acting in Prizzi's Honor.
Wow.
All right. So who's going to be getting a letter there, Ryan?
So, with Amy getting that correct, Jodie picks up an O. Keyana and Austin pick up C's.
All right.
Feels really cruel to get something right.
This is a game. This is a hardcore game. You know, you gotta take people out.
Yeah, you knew what you signed
Didn't know
up
what I was
for.
signing up for. Okay.
This is the Kumite.
I mean, it's called Bloodsport.
Yeah. It's not nice sport.
We should do that too. Just
nice sport.
Yeah,
I would
really easy
compete in the nice
questions.
sport.
Hey, good job.
Yeah,
no,
good job.
it's wrong, but I appreciate your effort.
But we're all having fun, right?
That was close enough. I'll give you credit.
All right. Moving on to Markkus. Markkus, you ready for your question?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right. Featuring a chameleon and a bat, Yooka-Laylee, released in 2017, was the spiritual successor to what Nintendo 64 game released nearly 2 decades earlier?
You gets a video game question.
I know. I'm just reading down the list.
Which just adds pressure. Can you repeat it one more time? Sorry.
Sure. Featuring a chameleon and a bat, Yooka-Laylee, released in 2017, was a spiritual successor to what Nintendo 64 game released nearly 2 decades earlier?
And we're talking about the one console that I didn't have.
Ooh.
Oh, gosh. Yooka-Laylee. Featuring a lizard and a chameleon. Or whatever.
Chameleon and a bat.
Chameleon and a bat. Duh, same thing. All right.
It's completely different.
God. I know I'm not. I'm just going to say Banjo-Kazooie.
The correct answer is Banjo-Kazooie.
Well done.
Dude,
Wow,
y'all are so good at pulling these out tonight.
It's one of the few that I know that was a 64 game that had animals. So
Well, there you go. All right, next up is Gary. Gary, you ready for your question?
Yes.
In
And I'm
ni-
very glad that Marcus got that right.
In 1973, what author wrote a book whose title is also the slogan for Weenies?
Ooh.
Let's see. Oh gosh, Weedy's slogan. Terrible. Nothing's coming to mind. 73 Vonnegut, I'll say.
Correct answer is Kurt Vonnegut.
Wow.
Wow.
Well done.
Somewhere deep in there. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Breakfast of Champions.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the Wheaties thing was in the cat's cradle, right?
Yeah, somewhere it's there. I just couldn't figure out why. Yeah.
When you all are able to pull answers like this, it always reminds me whenever I talk to anyone and they find out I do trivia, they're like, I'm terrible at trivia. No, you guys aren't. You're all good at it. You just don't know you're good at it.
All right. Aaron, you ready for your question?
Yeah, I'm going to prove that what Ryan just said wrong.
All right. In a reciprocating engine, what bridges the piston and the crank or crankshaft together?
This is the anti-Ken question.
Is it the rod?
Can you be a little more specific, please?
Oh, boy. I guess I don't. I don't think I have a reciprocating rod. I don't know. That can't be it.
Unfortunately, that is not correct. Kate, do you have an answer?
I'm going to guess tie rod.
Unfortunately, not the tie rod. Austin.
He was a quarterback for the Bills.
Not anymore, I don't think. That's okay.
No, I don't think so.
All right. Austin, do you have an answer?
Repeat it one more time for me, please.
In a reciprocating engine, what bridges the piston and the crank or crankshaft together?
Is it it's not called like a ramrod. It's a crankshaft and a piston. It's not the alternator, right?
It is,
I know nothing about cars, but it's the alternator.
It is not the alternator.
All right.
All right. Kiana, do you have an answer?
I have no answer whatsoever.
A lot of car people today, it seems like.
Oh.
Jodie, how about you?
Living up to the stereotype, I also know nothing about cars. I can't even think of a part of an engine that isn't a crankshaft or a piston right now. I have nothing.
Okay. Amy.
Going on the rod thing, the only thing that relates to a car with rod is hot rod. Is that a car part?
That's an Andy Samberg movie. Unfortunately, that is incorrect.
Yeah.
All right. Marcus, do you have an answer?
For a lot of damage.
I am also mechanically challenged, is what I'll call it. I know things in cars, but I don't know, drivetrain.
Nope, unfortunately not the drivetrain. And then we're going to end with Gary. Gary, you can give everybody a letter here if you get this right. Do you have an answer?
I have an answer, but I don't think it's right because it was part of the question. I was going to say piston or rod, so...
No, unfortunately, the answer we were looking for was connecting rod. The connecting rod.
The old pesky connecting rod.
So if you ever need to rebuild an engine, keep that in mind.
That's why I had to use the awkward word bridges, because I couldn't connect is the word you would put there.
Yeah.
That's a tough question. I know nothing about cars either.
Yeah, me either. I would.
Dude, me neither, and that's why I wrote it.
I'd be crushed.
Is that the part that, like in every movie, the mechanic pulls it out and then he says, "Well, there's your problem."
It is us.
Yes.
Very helpful. Thank you, Austin. All right. Let's head back around to Kate. Kate, are you ready for your question?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Also, the name of a spin-off that ran from 1997 to 2003. In what fictional town does General Hospital take place?
What were those years again?
The spin-off was from 1997 to 2003.
Oh, gosh. I can't think of it.
Nope, no answer for Kate. All right, we'll move on to Austin, who's probably watched a lot of soap operas, I assume. Is that true? Probably not true. I don't know. Do you have an answer, Austin?
Is it Melrose Place?
It is unfortunately not Melrose Place. Keyana.
Can I make up something real quick? Riverside. I don't know.
Riverside, you said?
Yes.
Unfortunately, that is not correct.
I don't know.
Okay. So Jughead's hanging out, right? Oh, it's Riverdale. It's so close. Very close. Jodie, do we have an answer?
The only soap opera I can come with that has a place name is Port Charles, but I don't think that's right.
The answer is Port Charles.
All
Oh,
right.
thank God.
I used to watch with my mom. We watched Luke and Laura's wedding on VHS many times.
That was the most watched episode of daytime TV for ages, maybe still today.
I think Luke and Laura are back too, and then Sonny, the
Thank you
mobster
for
with a
getting
heart.
Oh, none of that's necessary.
Yeah. We only have one life to live, everyone. So, sorry.
Jodie with the biggest assassination of the game so far. With that, 3 people pick up letters. Currently, Jodie does have C.R.O. With C.R., we have Austin, Keyana, Amy, and Kate. Gary and Aaron have C. Markkus is still scot-free.
Interesting.
All right, so we are going to start this off with Amy. Amy, are you ready for your question?
I'm ready.
What instrument does a concertina most represent in appearance?
Is it a piano?
That is not correct. Moving on. Markkus, do you have an answer?
Not a good one. Oh, gosh. You say a concertina?
Correct.
Is it a violin?
That is not correct. Gary, do you have an answer?
Well, my first one was the first one answered. The next was the next one answered. So I should be angry, but I should be thankful. I've heard of concertina. Let's say a guitar.
That is incorrect. Aaron, do you have an answer?
Sorry, can you please read it again?
Absolutely. What instrument does a concertina most represent in appearance?
I honestly don't know. I'll say piccolo.
Not a piccolo. Kate, do you have an answer?
The only thing that came to mind is an accordion.
Made famous by Stephen Urkel. The answer is accordion.
Ooh.
Nicely done.
Wow.
Crushing.
And she did do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kate kills it there. Aaron picks up an R. Gary picks up an R. Markkus finally picks up a letter. And Amy is on an O now.
All right.
You jinxed me.
I did.
And
Blame the guys. They want me to do the update.
You never say when someone has a perfect game out loud. That's the rule, and you should know that.
I always like to do it in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs.
And let's take a look at Gary Middleton here. He's wearing our official Triviality t-shirt.
look
So
at
thank
that.
you, Gary.
That's right. Which you can get at LinkedInscreen.com.
I would have given him the easier
It's right
questions
on
if
it.
I knew that. Austin, are you ready for your question?
Yes. Sorry.
All right. The Pantone number 1837 can be described as a medium robin's egg blue and was trademarked in 1998 by what company?
What was the color?
1837.
No, the description of it.
It can be described as a medium robin's egg blue.
What company? Is it 1998?
Correct.
And as a caution, Keyana looks extremely excited up in the corner there.
My heart's saying Twitter, but that's obviously way too early. $1998. I'm gonna say. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw it against the wall. I'm gonna say MySpace, but that's probably wrong.
Unfortunately, it is not MySpace. Keyana, do you have an answer?
I'm gonna say Tiffany.
The answer is Tiffany.
That is Tiffany Blue.
All right.
There you go. All right. Jodie, are you ready for your question?
Yep.
All right. What name is shared by Beethoven's only opera and a secret password in Stanley Kubrick's film Eyes Wide Shut?
Oh my God. The Secret Flute.
That is incorrect.
Yeah, I know it is.
That's a different kind of movie. I think I saw the other day.
Amy, do you...
Sorry.
Amy?
And then the secret, the not so secret piccolo.
All right. Amy, do you have an answer?
Beethoven's only opera?
Mm-hmm.
And a movie question, I don't know. Joy. No idea.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. Marcus, do you have an answer?
Oh boy. I have no idea, so I'm gonna pass. I was gonna say a joke, but I don't think it's appropriate, so I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Never stop me.
All right, Gary, do you need me to repeat the question?
No, I'm good. Well, not that I know the question. I recently heard Beethoven's only opera and can't dig what it is. I don't think I can pull another miracle and say Valkyrie, but I'm saying Valkyrie.
Unfortunately, it is not Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Aaron, do you have an answer?
I haven't got a clue. Nosferatu.
Dude, I would watch a Nosferatu opera so hard.
Definitely.
Unfortunately,
100% would watch that.
it's not one written by Beethoven, unfortunately, because that does not exist. So we're going to move on to Kate. Kate, do you have an answer?
I'm going to hopefully rely on some Quiz Bowl knowledge here and say Fidelio.
The answer is Fidelio.
Kate is an assassin in this game.
You're telling me. That means Aaron picks up a no.
Here. To knock people out's hard.
All right,
Yeah,
so
it's fun.
that does mean Amy and Jodie have reached C.R.O.P, so they will be going to the showdown. We still have 3 contestants at CR, so let's see if we can't play a little longer to narrow it down.
Yeah, let's go through once more until we can get through there.
Mm-hmm.
Austin, are you ready for your question?
Yep, go ahead.
Rob Dyrdek, Steelo, and Chanel West Coast have been longtime hosts of what MTV program since 2011?
What are the names again?
Rob Dyrdek, Steelo, and Chanel West Coast.
Are the hosts of what MTV show since 2011?
Yes.
Ooh. TRL is not still on, right? not to age myself. I'm gonna go with just throwing a random MTV show. Is it Cribs? I don't know.
Unfortunately, it is not Cribs. Keyana, do you have an answer?
I do. That would be Wild and Out.
It is not Wild and Out.
What?
No Nick
I was
Cannon
so
there.
confident.
Marcus, do you have an answer?
Yes, I watch this show very frequently. Ridiculousness.
The answer is Ridiculousness. Good
All
job,
right,
Marcus.
so that gives Keyana an O, and Austin is out with a P. That means Marcus and Kate have CR, Gary and Aaron have CRO.
Okay, so then we'll go to Gary. Gary, you ready for your question?
Yes.
Algeria, Tunisia, Jordan, and Iraq all currently use currencies with what name?
The 4 again: Algeria, Tunisia,
Iraq and Jordan.
I got a couple in my head that I'm toying between. I'm sure I'll go the wrong way. Real.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
The Real.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. Aaron, do you have an answer?
No, not a good one. Denari.
Ryan?
Give me a sec.
What?
Because the rial is Iran. Dinari is the plural for dinar, which is correct. We'll accept that.
So that is correct, Aaron.
All right, good job.
Okay, so Gary has earned a P. Aaron is correct. We're over to Kate.
Kate, you ready for your question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Robinson is the last name of what 33-year-old Kansas City-born singer-songwriter and actress who goes by her first and middle names?
I don't know. I will say Lady Gaga.
Unfortunately, that is not her middle name. Keyana, do you have an answer? No? Okay, looks like no answer from Keyana.
Over to Markkus now.
All right, Markkus?
Said Robinson was the actual last name.
Correct.
Cynthia Dye.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. And we'll go to Aaron. Aaron, do you have an answer?
No, Katy Perry.
Okay. Unfortunately, it's not Katy Perry. The answer we were looking for was Janelle Monáe. Keyana, you ready for your question?
I am, yeah.
All right. Gosling Brothers, Krabby's, and Cock and Bowl are popular brands of what?
Can you repeat that?
Sure. Gosling Brothers, Krabby's, and Cock and Bowl are all popular brands of what?
Vodkas.
Unfortunately, it's not vodkas. We're going to go to Markkus.
Ginger beer.
The answer is ginger beer.
Nice.
That is correct.
Because Krabby's actually has alcohol in it.
Pro tip.
Most of them don't.
That knocks Keyana out, so we are over to Aaron and then Kate.
Okay. Aaron, you ready for your question?
Sure.
What long-running TV entertainment program frequently called itself the hippest trip in America?
The Amazing Race.
Unfortunately, not The Amazing Race. We're going to go to Kate. Kate, do you have an answer?
Can you repeat that,
Sure.
please?
Let's see. What long-running TV entertainment program frequently called itself the hippest trip in America?
Antiques Roadshow.
not the Antiques Roadshow.
Nothing hipper than that.
Well, broken hipper.
Markkus, do you have an answer?
Markkus, you could put this one to bed if you get it right.
Is it Soul Train?
The answer is Soul Train.
Nice.
That is correct. With that, the only two contestants left are Markkus and Kate. Kate has C.R.O. with that. Markkus has C.R., so Markkus is the winner of this first episode.
All right,
Congratulations.
Congrats.
And now I need Jodie and Amy back as it is time for the showdown. Showdown music.
Prepare the platform for the final match.
Your first question. And remember, you do have one challenge. If you challenge them before they lock in, you can get 2 points on it. If they get it right, you lose a point. And they gain the point.
And what pointage is a victory?
Whoever wins through the 10 questions.
Okay.
So this is when we both write down an answer?
Correct, yes.
No cheating. We're
Good,
watching.
'cause I don't know how to do that.
All right. Ladies, your first question. What singer's 1966 debut album was titled Boots? Boots. And then we'll give you about 20-ish seconds to come up with an answer.
Right, I'm locked in.
I've locked in.
All right, you are both locked in. Amy, who did you say?
I said Nancy Sinatra.
And Jodie?
Same, Nancy Sinatra.
Nancy Sinatra is correct for 1 point apiece.
Score.
She's wearing red go-go boots on the cover. Question 2. What are the 2 base ingredients to make a standard meringue? Again, what are the two most basic ingredients needed to make a standard meringue?
I locked in.
I'm locked in.
All right, Jodie, what did you have?
I said egg whites and sugar.
And Amy?
I said egg whites and sugar.
There's egg whites and sugar.
All right.
Yeah. I learned that from Starbucks, from our cloud macchiatos.
Bet you loved making those.
Yeah.
Question number 3. What change did the 26th Amendment to the United States Constitution make? Again, what change did the 26th Amendment to the United States Constitution make?
This question's a Ken killer.
And remember, to get your challenge points, you have to get it correct, and your opponent has to miss. All right, that is time. Amy, can I get a guess from you?
I guess voting age 21.
And Jodie?
Oh, which is wrong.
I had nothing. I didn't get anything.
It lowered the voting age from 21 to 18.
I just realized.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So, neither correct. Unfortunately, we're going to move on to number 4. What last name is shared by the married couple made of a Philadelphia Eagles tight end and a midfielder on the U.S. women's national soccer team? Again, what last name is shared by the married couple made of a Philadelphia Eagles tight end and a midfielder on the United States women's national soccer team?
Locked in.
I locked in.
All right, Jodie, what's your guess?
My daughter is going to kill me if I get this wrong. I don't think I got it, but I said Mia Hamm or Ham.
Ham. And Amy?
I said Kelsey.
The correct answers are Zach and Julie Ertz, E-R-T-Z.
So no separation yet in this final.
You're matching
We're
each other.
against each other.
It's tight.
Question number 5. What is the Earth's relation to the Sun during perihelion? That is P-E-R-I-H-E-L-I-O-N. Perihelion. What is the Earth's relation to the Sun during perihelion?
I locked in.
Locked in.
All right, Jodie, what did you say?
I said behind it.
Question mark.
And Amy?
I said it's at its closest point.
During perihelion, the Earth is at its closest point to the Sun. That is correct.
Yeah, I don't think I quite understood that question.
They're cousins, right? Is that how that works?
Twice removed. Question number 6. Who plays Hugh Grant's love interest in that movie where he plays a bookstore owner named Will Thacker? Again, who plays, actress-wise, Hugh Grant's love interest in that movie where he plays a bookstore owner named Will Thacker?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Jodie, what'd you have?
I said Julia Roberts.
And Amy?
I said Meg Ryan.
The correct answer to the movie is Notting Hill. That is Julia Roberts.
Ooh.
Nice one.
Tied it back up. Question number 7. American billionaire Larry Ellison is the CEO of what San Francisco Bay-based tech company? Again, American billionaire Larry Ellison is the CEO of what San Francisco Bay-based tech company?
I'm locked in.
All right, that's about time. Jodie, do I have a guess from you?
I have nothing now.
And Amy?
Google.
The correct answer is Oracle.
Heard that.
Going to question number 8. What element, number 51 on the periodic table, is called stibium in Latin? That is S-T-I-B-I-U-M. What element, the 51st on the periodic table, is called stibium or stibium in Latin?
No one cares that you know it, Jeff.
I'm locked in.
Locked in.
All right, Amy, what was your guess?
Antimony?
And Jodie?
I had cobalt, nothing.
Correct answer with the symbol SB is antimony.
Yay! Do I have to say it right?
Yeah, no. No, not unless your pronunciation is so horrendously atrocious that it's a different word. Question number 9. What word appears before the name Armani in that fashion house's less expensive brand targeted towards younger consumers? Again, what word appears before the name Armani in that fashion house's less expensive brand targeted toward younger consumers?
Can I challenge?
You can.
I'm locked in.
That was a smart move on your part.
I have nothing left to lose at this point.
Making up some points.
Potentially. We'll see.
Giorgio.
Is that your guess, Amy?
That's my guess.
And Jodie?
I said exchange.
The correct answer is Emporio Armani. So Jodie will lose a point on that.
I knew what I meant.
Do you know the voting age is 18, not 21?
And question 10. Slightly yellow in color, what initialism is the most common active ingredient in insect repellents applied to the skin? Again, slightly yellow in color, what initialism or acronym is the most common active ingredient in insect repellents that are applied to the skin?
I'm locked in.
Me too.
Amy, what was your guess?
DEET.
And Jodie?
I said DEET.
The correct answer is DEET, and with a score of 5-3, Amy has survived the first showdown.
All right.
Ooh, all right. Congratulations.
Awesome game, Amy.
Thanks, you too, Jodie.
Thanks.
It's very sad that Jodie has to leave us because she's been nothing but delightful today. Jodie, is there anything you need to say? Any wonderful last parting words on the episode?
I just want to say thanks for having me. I really appreciated the opportunity. My goal was to get at least one question right, so I met that goal. I just didn't want to go total 0 for 0. It's a lot harder than it is when you're playing in your car on your way to work. I'll say that.
Yeah. Yep.
I knew everyone else's answers, but none of my own.
Now you know why we sound so dumb, because when we play, it's much harder.
It is hard.
I think it just fell behind the buzzsaw of Markkus, and you guys were in a tough spot. I think.
Yeah, that's true.
So
yeah, the order on that first game definitely didn't make it easy.
But great game. We enjoyed having you on the show, and thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thanks again for having me.
Yes, and thank you for your Patreon support. You can join Jodie over at patreon.com/Triviality Podcast. We won't be able to do this series without Jodie's help and also everyone else's help over at Patreon. So we appreciate that. And one thing we did last year that Ryan liked was every time a contestant was eliminated from the competition, everyone would say Kumite on the count of 3. So if everyone wants to unmute, let's bid Jodie a farewell. 1, 2, 3. Kumite.
Oh, not too bad lag there.
Oh, hey, Neal, you forgot to tell us how Chong Li defeated Jodie today.
Well, thank you for reminding me. Unfortunately, Jodie turned to look at a big screen of myself because I had a big sign that said Texas, not Rhode Island. And she got confused, and then Chong Li hit her Achilles heel, and she had to go down. So,
oh man,
it's a shame.
Same way as Kevin Durant.
Same way, you're right.
Well, she's going to get that contract then, so that works out okay, too. Don't worry about that.
So we'll see you in Brooklyn next year is what we're saying.
All right, so next week we will not be joined by Jodie, but the rest of the contestants are moving on to next week's episode. You could join us right here on our YouTube channel or in your audio feed. We look forward to seeing you then. So for Ken, Neal, Jeff, all the contestants, Ryan, everyone who's listening, my name is Matt, and that was Triviality.
Bye.
See you, everyone.
See you next week.